Do you know what knocks most leaders out? It's not getting hit. It's not the bad month. It's not the sales consultant that's underperforming or the service lane that's blowing up with angry customers. It's staying down. And it's believing or confusing getting hit with being beaten. But here's the truth. Failure isn't fatal. It's simply feedback. And if you can train yourself to stand back up and fail, learn, adjust, and repeat, then you literally become unstoppable. I'm Chris Hunsicker, and this is the Dealership War Room. Leadership fire, built daily, fueled intentionally, and delivered relentlessly. And today, we're going to take another step in the journey of how you can become unstoppable. So let's dive in. Here's the myth that you've been sold. One bad hit, one big setback, one mistake, and that ends the game. But that's not how grit works, and that is definitely not how winning works. Think about the greats, athletes, entrepreneurs, CEOs, the best GM that you've ever worked with. None of them got there without a string of failures. The difference? They never thought failure was final. In the dealership world, you are going to have campaigns that flop, salespeople who bail, service advisors who just crack and wilt under the pressure of the day. You're going to roll out a new process that you love, and it isn't going to stick. That doesn't mean you're finished. It means you're in training. Grit isn't about never getting hit. It's about what you do after you get hit. And if you choose to be in the arena with the blood, the sweat, and the tears, and the person that's out there making stuff happen, then you are going to get hit. That's what happens in the arena. What matters is, what do you do about getting hit? Do you stay down and let the punch define you? Or do you stand back up and let the punch refine you? Here's the loop I'm going to beg you to tattoo on your leadership brain. Fail, learn, adjust, repeat. Every hit is feedback. Every stumble is instruction, and every setback is an iteration. Think about James Dyson, the guy who invented the vacuum cleaner that you probably have in your home right now. He had 5,127 prototypes before he finally got one that worked. 5,127. That's not failure, that's feedback. Same thing in our business. The leader who can take a punch, then stop, pause, review the tape, adjust the approach, and then get back in the fight, he's the one and she's the one that is eventually going to break through every single time. And here's the kicker. Every time you stand back up, you don't just show your team that you're tough. You show them how to be resilient. And just like last week, we talked about how focus and distraction are contagious. Well, so is resilience. And when your team watches you stand back up, they learn how to stand back up. They learn how to be resilient, and you begin to train them in one of the most critical skills that anyone can have, which is the resilience to stay in the fight. Leadership is about so much more than teaching, training, and telling. Leadership at its core is modeling a set of fundamental virtues that will allow anybody to succeed in any situation, because these are universal virtues that fundamentally change how we show up, how we operate, and most importantly, how to respond with adversity. And that is what leadership is really all about. So now let's go from insight to action. And what I want you to do is start with think back, identify what was the last punch that knocked you down. Was it a really tough conversation that blew up on you? Did you miss numbers on a really important month that you needed to have happen? Was it a situation where you just got something came out of the blue and just knocked you on your butt? What was it? Think about that now and write that down. And now ask yourself, did I stay down or did I stand up? And then write out on paper, where were you in the loop? Did you stop at fail, learn, adjust, or repeat? And wherever you're at, don't replay the failure, recode it. Let me introduce you to one of my favorite people, Lanny Bassham. Now, Lanny Bassham is not only an Olympic athlete, he's a gold medal winner, but he's also a high-performance trainer who has trained thousands of Olympic athletes. Now, his whole crux came down to this. As an elite shooter, he goes to the Olympics, and in the last round, on the last set, he chokes, and he misses, and he gets a silver medal. He came back from that Olympics determined to develop his mental toughness. And next year he goes back and he wins the gold medal. One of the key things he teaches every one of his elite athletes is whenever you mess up, whenever you fail, you don't replay the failure. You go back to the moment where you failed and replay the scene as if you did it right. So instead of reliving the failure 1,000 times, you relive doing it right 1,000 times. And for him, that was one of the key differences between silver and gold. And I would offer you the same thing. Do not repeat failure, recode it. War room leaders, let me share with you, the punch is not the problem. We are in the arena. Staying down is the problem. Redefine failure, see it as feedback, and make a commitment to always stand up one more time than you get knocked down. So I invite you, go into the Elite Leaders Tattoo Shop and tattoo this loop on your brain. Fail, learn, adjust, repeat. Go out today, create some leadership fire, and I'll see you tomorrow in the Dealership War Room.